to the Real Life Entrepreneur Podcast. It's your boy Al. We're here to have a good time, give you a lot of information, and you already know the premise of this podcast. It's to either convince you to become an entrepreneur or convince you to leave it alone. And our job tonight is to bring guests that are going to give you all the details that you need for you to make an effective decision. We're here to make sure that you know the pitfalls, the ups, the downs, the pros, the cons. That's what we're here for. So, without any further ado, let's just get into tonight's episode. So tonight I want to welcome one of my main guys, Daniel. I'm going to allow Daniel to talk to you a little bit and tell you a little bit about himself. And as we go along tonight, you're going to get some really, really great game. You're going to find out a lot about crypto, he's going to give you some information on NFTs, and just an overall great way of how to get into that space. So Daniel, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. So tell us a little bit about yourself and really introduce yourself to all the audience out there.
Sure. So again, guys, hi, I'm Daniel. I'm the CEO and founder of loanforbitcoins.com. My background comes from finance and economics. I graduated University of North Florida with double major being finance and economics. After that, I got into working in the financial sectors and the capital markets. I worked for firms such as large as Northwestern Mutual, AXA as well. And then I kind of transitioned into working for private investment firms. And that's kind of where I transitioned to learning more about loans against Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, secured lending,
nice.
Raising capital for institutional investors, private investors, individuals, and yeah.
So as you guys can hear, just based on everything that he just said, giving you some of his background, he's a subject matter expert when it comes to everything that he does. So tonight I want you to share a little bit about, for audiences that don't know or they want to know more about crypto, tell us a little bit about crypto and how you even got into crypto.
Yeah. Well, crypto, as we know, from my opinion, is being, the digital currency of the future. It's built because people wanted peer-to-peer lending rather than, peer-to-peer funding in regards to being regulated by the governments or regulated by other entities as well. And also they wanted private and discreet, portable wealth in a sense. Crypto holders can have a cold wallet or a hot wallet in a sense, and even have a cold wallet, which can be a small USB. And they're able to carry millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars on these small USBs and be able to have portable private wealth if you want to bring it on an airplane or travel with it, etc.
Right.
Get to your destination and send funds across the world instantly with small fees, discreetly, privately, non-regulated. Because if you do want to send funds overseas or send funds to a person or individual and it's a large amount, we deal now with regulations with banks. KYC forms, know your client, anti-money laundering forms, where do the funds come from, where are they going, so this is more of just private, discreet, peer-to-peer funding transfers. So yeah, it's definitely revolutionizing the world.
So I love that, and I think one thing that I get confused about a lot, and a lot of the other people or people who are listening to this podcast, is we hear the term NFTs a lot. And we hear crypto a lot, and then they talk about Bitcoin and other bigger name coins, and then they have the smaller ones, the Safe Moons of the world, the Dogecoin, all of those. Explain the difference. Tell us what an NFT is, and then you just explained to us what crypto is. Tell us a little bit about NFTs and
So crypto is being the actual digital currency. NFTs is not an actual digital currency. It's just more of a non-fungible token in a sense. So NFTs can be, let's say, a digital artwork or a digital clip of something. A lot of NBA, NFL, National Hockey League, they're signing on with these NFT companies to provide them with trademarks to be able to give your client a clip, a sports clip, or to provide a piece of artwork as a digital currency.
So
a digital token, yes.
So in layman's term, you're telling me that literally I could purchase a clip of, for example, we're talking about basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport, right? And we're talking about a clip of Steph Curry with the step back and the shot, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that I could literally purchase that clip, and that clip is mine, and I could do with it whatever I want, and no one else will have that clip.
It's kind of like opening up a pack of baseball cards.
Okay.
As a kid. You'll get a package of clips, and some of those clips may be higher ranked or worth more. The thing is that though, it's not really a set market on the price.
Okay.
It's more speculative. It's more like peer-to-peers or people creating a market for it as well.
Okay.
So where a clip of Michael Jordan scoring a game-winning shot to you may be more valuable to somebody, less valuable to somebody else as well. So it's created kind of like market to market as far as pricing.
Okay.
But yeah, they're doing clips of artwork, clips of like you said, sports clips as well, and a lot of these Major League Baseball teams and NFL are all getting involved in this as well.
It's funny because I was having a conversation with my daughter. She's 15 now, and she's more like the artistic type, right? And she's always making these original drawings, and they're usually faces, right? And I was looking at, Jay-Z bought this like little pixelated picture for like $100,000.
Sure.
And I was like, damn, baby, listen, do you want to just work with dad and let me just put this up as an NFT and do it? And she was like, no, she's not interested. She's 15. So I was like, well, why don't you do the artwork? I'll buy it from you, and I'm gonna put it up as like original artwork, right? And see if I could sell it. And I thought that was a dope concept, and that's something I wanted to look into more. And hopefully, after this podcast, people are listening to this and like, well, man, let me figure out a way to really get into this space and make more, right?
Yeah, no one really knows how to purchase NFTs or how to resell your NFTs as well. So it's new to a lot of people.
Sure. Going
on these brokerage accounts or accounts that actually were able to purchase the NFTs as well. Difficult for some people to understand as well. What are you actually buying? Because it's not physical, tangible asset.
Right.
You're buying an intangible electronic clip, or as they said, it's not.
And could it be something? Maybe the appeal is the exclusivity of it. I have something that no one else has, and that creates a lot of value too, right?
And that's where you create this market buzz of what the price could be, because it's speculative in a sense. It's who creates that price? You do. Supply and demand in a sense. You have one of one.
And no one else.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I wanted to kind of push the conversation back a little bit to crypto a little bit, right? Now, before we get into what you do, I wanted to kind of talk to us a little bit about some of the pros and cons of investing in crypto and those types of things.
Sure, yeah. Well, cryptocurrency is the most volatile currency in the world, so you need to know what you're getting involved in as well, okay? So you really need to base it on your risk allocation as well, When I was a financial advisor, it was, we kind of got red flagged, or was trained on not putting people that were in their 50s and 60s and 70s into higher risk investments. Cryptocurrency is the most volatile currency in the world, so you need to understand it, you need to accept that as well. I would never ever recommend anybody to put their entire retirement funds into cryptocurrency unless they're really taking a shot from the moon in a sense. Because it could leave you outside with a cup in your hand, as far as
Wow, you could lose it all.
Absolutely. Now I do always recommend that you do allocate a portion of your portfolio to crypto, because you have to. You have to take a little bit of risk in your portfolio. Right. These safer investments with CDs, savings account with banks, they're not going to earn you any interest right now. And stock market is great as well, but you should definitely allocate, I recommend, 5, 10, 20% of your portfolio into cryptocurrency.
And that's a large portion of your portfolio.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would base it on your age. If you're young and you're out there hustling every day and you're making money and you got money to put into these things, put a larger portion of your allocation into it.
Right.
If you're in your retirement days and you got that money saved up and it's for your retirement and vacationing and for your family, etc., then I wouldn't put a large portion into it. I'd put a smaller portion into it. So base it on your risk assessment.
And would it be safe to say, because you and I, obviously we were having a conversation earlier and we talk at times, would it be safe to say, the more popular coins, the ones that everyone know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are probably the safer bet versus some of the other more volatile ones, the Dogecoin, the other ones, right?
Absolutely. So if I had to recommend to you in regards to allocating which coin should I pick based on your risk assessment, first kind of like draft out how risky you are. Do you want to go high risk, do you want to go medium risk, or do you want to go low risk? If you're low risk and you're more in your elderly ages and you really want to just, proportion more of your retirement income, I wouldn't probably choose the more riskier currencies that he's talking about, more the penny cryptocurrencies. I'd probably go with the top 10 market cap companies like your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Cardano, your Solanos, those top 10 market cap cryptocurrencies, because they got less volatility to go up and down. So you're not really going to see 20, 30, 40, 50% moves unless there is some type of major correction in the market or market occurrence. So if you want medium risk, I would go with your top 25 to 50 market cap cryptocurrencies. You want that high risk and you want that high reward, you can go with your 50 and up, 50 to 200 style market cap companies. Your Shiba Inu coins, your Doji coins, your etc. coins that maybe a little bit more riskier. But I would say that if you want to stay risk adverse, stay with the top 10 coins. You're still going to get a better return probably than any checking savings account, mutual fund, stock portfolio as well. But you do have to understand the risk involved as
Okay.
well, because it is very risky.
No, so I love that, and I think right now, like, we're getting into the point where I'm getting a little excited, because now we're going to talk about really what I want to talk about, right? Which you have a product at your company.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the most amazing products, just because of some of the things that you could do, and I love it so much that you know, we spent a couple of days, and it took me a few minutes, and I figured, and I listened to you, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this. I'm gonna make this happen for my clients. So I'm really excited about talking about that, and I want you to tell us a little bit about what you do. But before we do that, I want you to tell us a little bit about why crypto loans. Let's talk about crypto loans. Why crypto loans?
Yeah, so it's a good question. So a crypto loan, in a sense, is basically just a secured loan where you're securing the loan with your collateral itself, and the collateral itself being the cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And this is common in the capital markets in Wall Street. People do secured loans with real estate, precious metals, diamonds, artwork, your stock portfolio, bonds, mutual funds, notes, warrants. So this is not new. Secured lending is not a new thing.
Right.
I just feel that secured lending is the best way to take out a loan, because you get the most favorable interest rates, because you're securing the loan with your collateral itself. So this is not an unsecured loan.
Right.
This is not a home equity loan. This is not a merchant cash advance or a hard money loan. You're getting the best, lowest interest rates because you're securing the loan with your collateral itself. Yes.
So I love this. So basically, no personal credit checks. You're not digging into my background. It's just a really great way to get a loan, right?
That's exactly, yes. So that's good. So yes, no tax history. I don't need to know about that. Your credit history, your financial status. I don't need personal guarantees as well in regards to lending, because the security is the collateral itself. So if you did have past defaults or issues with credit or other lenders or getting high interest rates, you know, everybody's on the same playing field. Right.
You know, and that's really great. So for us, I have clients who are, you know, we have credit repair clients. We restore credit. We do some business funding for them, and this is just another arsenal that we want to add to what we can add, or the value that we can bring to our customers, right? So I think it's an amazing product. Now, what I want you to do is tell us a little bit about your company, and then begin to tell us specifically about, because I want them to get the real deal information, right? I want you to be as specific as you can about the rates that they can get, the terms that they can get, the amount you can lend up to, like really, because when they hear the amount of money that you can lend, I think it's gonna just be crazy. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I started, I'm the CEO and founder of loanforbitcoins.com. What loanforbitcoins.com is just basically a platform that connects people that need a loan for cryptocurrency with investors that are able to provide them with the capital. Our minimum loan amounts, we start off at about USD 100,000. We just received seed capital to deploy up to USD $300 million into the market. We can fund within 7 to 14 days. Like I said, I don't need tax information or credit checks or personal guarantees, etc. Your cryptocurrency is the security in this loan. We're giving out excellent loan to value ratios at about 50 to 60% LTVs. The interest rates that you're able to get right now are in the high 2s, so maybe 2.85 to about 8%. And I would say your interest rate varies based on the term length that you're getting. If you're able to get a longer term loan, we're able to get your interest rates a little bit lower. If you want a short term loan, they may be a little bit higher in the 5 to 8% range. But most cases, we're able to get you around that 3 or 5% range. We can structure the loan based on the term length that you want, 1 to 10 years, you know, somewhere in that favor for you as well. But the best part about it, and the uniqueness and the nicheness about it, is it's really built for clients that are tied up in a lot of cryptocurrency, but they need those funds to deploy for other investments, real estate or other purchases that can earn them higher interest. So the uniqueness of this product is, don't sell your cryptocurrency if you have a lot of it. Because when you sell, you're going to exit out of your position, you're liquidating your position, you're going to pay a capital gains tax, and also don't give your cryptocurrency away to somebody who accepts it as payment. The smart thing to do is leverage it. Take a loan out against it. All right, if you have a property investment that can earn you 5, 10, 20%, take a loan out against your crypto with us at 3%. It's a fixed annual rate, you pay quarterly interest payments, you maintain the good standing of the loan. The best part about it and the uniqueness of it, though, Al, is that at the maturity of the loan, we have to give you back all of your cryptocurrency as long as you kept the loan in good standing. So if we strike the deal today at, let's say, 50,000 Bitcoin price, and we do a 5-year loan, well, I got to return back all of your cryptocurrency coins to you in 5 years or 3 years based on the maturity of the loan, not at the price we struck it at today,
current rate,
but at the current price. So you get to keep the appreciation on your coin as well. So it's super an ideal. You know, I had a client who runs a luxury service boat company, luxury service rental car company, rang up a huge bill, almost $8 million between dealerships.
Wow.
They wanted to accept the cryptocurrency. He said, no, he found us, took out a loan, 3.5% interest. You know, we were able to strike the deal when Bitcoin was trading around 37,000.
Okay.
Now it's already up in the 50s.
Nice.
So the loan matures in about 3 years. As long as he keeps it in good standing, which it is now, I have to give him back all of his crypto at the appreciated price.
That
he
is
loves
just
it.
nuts.
It's
Oh my
super
God.
great for this type of individual. Or
That's nuts. Now, what I wanted to know was, how does your company, because there's other people who are in this business and do the same thing. How does your company compare to those other companies?
Great question. Yeah. So our competitors really are like digital applications. I'd say the top 3 are Celsius, BlockFi, Binance US. These are the digital applications that you can just go through your phone and connect through their, connect to their brokerage or their custodian, or through their hot wallet. So you're actually taking out the loan digitally through your digital application.
Right.
The way we do it, we do a little bit larger scale loans, USD 100,000 and up. So we do more traditional. We're set up with an intellectual property attorney who sets up a cold wallet escrow.
Okay.
That intellectual property attorney will allow you to transfer in your collateral into the escrow. We'll go ahead and match the escrow, match it up with cash.
Okay.
So it's safely crossed, make sure that the borrower receives the cash and you receive possession of the collateral as well. Then we use legal master loan agreements to actually put it in place. So it's a traditional loan agreement that they sign as well. We can do it mobilely over DocuSign, or we can sit down with the client, have them sign it in person traditionally as well. So a little different than the digital apps.
Yeah.
The digital applications, they also do smaller loan amounts as well. If it's good for a $500 loan or a $20K loan or something in that sense, quick and easy. But their loan to value ratios come in around 20 to 40%.
Okay.
So if I give you a 20% loan to value ratio and you want a $100,000 loan, you got to pledge 5 times that amount.
Right.
Not with a 50% LTV. You just have to pledge double the amount. And the reason we do it is because we've got to be able to manage the risk, because there are some margin calls in that are conditions in the contracts as well that we got to manage. But that's really it. As long as you just maintain your interest payments and make sure there's no margin calls. If there is one that you have to cure to make sure everything is back in good standing. But other than that, those are the only 2 factors you got to worry about with the loan. So it's a great, unique product.
No, I love the product, and I think for the listeners, so a lot of times for people who are new to this space, you've used a couple of terms that I think we should kind of break down a little bit, right? There's a couple I want you to talk about. As a matter of fact, 3. Cold wallet, hot wallet, and loan to value.
Good questions, yeah. So cold wallet and hot wallet are basically where that you custody your cryptocurrency.
Okay.
All right, there's 2 ways to custody, being hot wallet and cold wallet. Hot wallet is online. It's on an exchange. Your exchange is storing it. Coinbase, Binance, BlockFi. These are all hot wallet exchanges that you're able to store your cryptocurrency, but it is online. It's always safely recommended to keep a large portion or a major portion of your cryptocurrency offline or in a cold wallet. The cold wallet I use is called the Trezor, Trezor. There's a Ledger as well as another cold wallet as well. Basically what it means, it's a small USB. It's offline, so no one's able to hack into it as well, because safety, insurance of your crypto collateral are huge as well. So cold wallet is basically offline. You're storing it offline as well in a small USB. Hot wallet will be kind of like on your digital phone on an application program, or a custodian that's like Coinbase or BlockFi or something on a computer that stores your coins for you. So small, store a small piece there. That's fine if you want to do transfers or just have it liquid. Great. But if you are going to keep a large majority of your assets, keep them in the cold wallet.
Cold wallet. I love it.
And then you want to talk about loan to value ratio.
LTV.
Yeah, LTV is basically loan to value ratio. That's basically the value that we give you based on the loan. So for example, if we give you a 50% loan to value ratio and you wanted to borrow USD 100,000, you would actually have to pledge double the amount, USD $200,000 in cryptocurrency to receive USD $100,000 in funds. That would be a 50% loan to value ratio.
I love it.
And again, the reason that lenders do that is because they can't lend you at a 1-to-1 ratio, because instantly if your crypto or your portfolio goes down, then the lender's instantly taking a loss.
Right.
So there's got to be that loan to value ratio to kind of cover any downswings. Let you know that you're kind of, your LTV ratio.
That and the margin calls, right?
Correct. So if your portfolio does go down for, let's say, for example, 20%, let you know you have a margin call. You'll have 1, 2, 3 days to top up or cure your default by giving more cryptocurrency or putting up cash to kind of cure your default and get back in good state.
So it's never a good idea to, let's say I have 100 Bitcoin. It's never a good idea to leverage 100 Bitcoin. maybe I should leverage 50 of those Bitcoins, and then if there's ever a margin call, then I have enough to top it up, right?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. We never expect a default. We never want a default as well, but it is come with the market. And just, you got to be prepared because we're dealing again with the most volatile currency in the world. So your Apple stock, your Google stock, etc., taking a 20% decline, probably not going to happen unless there's maybe a major terrorist attack or a market event or something like that. But cryptocurrency, it can happen. We need to be prepared for that as well. But yeah, again, you should never really just sell or liquidate your position because then you're paying capital gains tax. You're getting out of your position. We see crypto as a long-term play. Right now our analysts are thinking that it's kind of going to consolidate a little sideways before its next bull run. Right. So we're going to have another bull run. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Right. It could be a year. It could be 3 years as well. Wow. So it's a long-term play. I see a lot of people selling their cryptocurrency now and buying a sports car. Yeah. Or, buying something, a Lamborghini or something in that sense. Right. It's not the smart way to do it. You should leverage your cryptocurrencies. You should, get that cash you need to invest in real estate or land or et cetera, something that's going to give you higher than 3% interest that I'm giving you. Go earn 8, go earn 12 off that. Pay me back my 3. Keep your appreciation on it. Don't sell out of your position or liquidate. Don't pay the taxes on it as well. It's smart as well. So that's what smart people do with their cryptocurrency. No,
I love that. I love that. So we've been talking for a little while. You've given a god-awful amount of information. It's great information. Right, I'm super engaged. I know the audience is really engaged, and I know for someone like you, right, been through school, you're doing crypto, you're in finance. What I wanted to do was, normally on all these episodes, right, I usually give a book suggestion, right, and I think the last episode, I want to say, I don't remember what book it was. I think it was, I don't know. I did like a few books, right? But tonight, I actually wanted you to give tonight's book suggestion. So if you had to recommend a book for us to read, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with your industry, but I remember the book that I recommended was a book just to get off your ass. So give me a book that you would recommend for us to read.
Well, I mean, what intrigues me is finance, the economics of markets, capital markets. So the last book I read was called Buy Side by Turney Duff. And the book was about a guy who graduated, not in an Ivy League school, but was able to get a position on Wall Street, grind up the ladder, end up working at a top investment bank. But he learned the ropes of being on what's called the buy side versus being on the sell side. When you're on the buy side, you're kind of like, you appreciate someone's business, but you don't need it. Sell side, in a sense, is that you're really trying to sell them your product or your service, so you really need their sale, in a sense. So buy side's a different world. So this guy really talks about how he went out just in Wall Street, and he would get taken out by brokers or anybody that wanted the business, and he would spoil him and bring him to events and etc. Because he was on that side. He was on that buy side. It's the way that you handle yourself, the way that you present yourself in front of people. Because that reflects about how your sales. And,
for sure.
Do you need this business? Do you need this sale? The way you act, the way you present yourself. That explains on the buy side. So it's a pretty cool book. I think you guys will enjoy it.
It sounds amazing.
It's not too long reading. It's by Turney Duff.
Okay. No, I love it. Thank you so much for that.
Sure.
And a matter of fact, that's gonna be on my next read, right? I think it sounds like something that I would really love. So thank you for that.
Sure.
Now that we're kind of towards the end of our podcast a little bit, what I'd like you to do is, if they need to reach out to you, they want to get in contact with you, tell them about how they can reach you, maybe a phone number, some social media. How can the audience get in contact with you and your company?
Yeah, we can always contact you, of course, Al. Okay. But for me, you can contact me on loanforbitcoins.com. That's the website. My email is info@loanforbitcoins.com. It's LOAN, the number 4, Bitcoin, spelled out plural.com. And my email's on the bottom as well, info@loanforbitcoins.com.
And always remember that we're going to have all these links as available. You can get in contact with Daniel, you get in contact with us, and we can kind of make sure you get in contact with him. We're here to serve you. We're here to help you out on your entrepreneurial journey, maybe some investment journey, just whatever it is that you need, we're here for you when it comes to business. With that being said, Daniel, I want to thank you so much for coming. You've been amazing, man. This knowledge that you just dropped, I love it. It's probably gonna be one of my favorite episodes for sure. So I just want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for taking the time out just to making yourself available and giving the information to these people.
Sure. You're welcome.
All right. Take care, guys.